Did you know you could perform Jedi mind tricks on your team? Well, you can. And I want to show you today how to use that power for good and not evil. Guess what? This is the channel you've been looking for. These and other mysteries will be revealed in 3. My name is Dr. David Arrington. I'm an executive coach and a leadership trainer. I'm the CEO of Arrington Coaching, and I want to help you become a high potential leader. If you haven't already, grab the ultimate checklist, the ultimate leadership checklist that's linked below this video. Check out our blog where we write a lot of other leadership related and personal development related articles and good stuff that will help you on your journey. And furthermore, like, share, and subscribe if you're new here. Enough with the station ID. You can perform Jedi mind tricks. How? By setting the right expectations. For most leaders, their expectations are only job related. They're not really thinking about how I expect or what I expect from my team over the long haul. Let me give you a for instance. If you expect that your team can do pretty much anything, that they are high flyers, everyone in here is high potential, and it doesn't matter what project you give them, they can accomplish it under budget, on time, and on spec. Guess what? They'll live up to that expectation, or they'll die trying, right? They'll keep trying until they get there. And if you believe that your team is a bunch of losers that can't be trusted to take out the trash, guess what? They're going to be that. Because in one of my trainings, I make it really clear that your team is going to live up to or down to your expectations of them. I'm going to say it again. They're going to live up to or down to your expectations. So as a leader, as a manager, as a supervisor, it behooves you, there I go saying behooves again, it behooves you to set high expectations, because your high expectations are going to nudge your team in the right direction. They're going to nudge your team in the direction of high performance. If you have low expectations, guess what? You're going to nudge them unintentionally in the direction of low performance. And you would think that most people, when there's a negative perception about them, or the expectation is that they can't do anything, you'd think that they'd work really hard to try to change that perception. Well, you'd be right in part. So they'll try for a while, but trying to change someone's mind, trying to change a perception, trying to help someone see you as a better person when they've already made their mind up about you, that's a really tough chore. And so most people over time will give up. And they'll do one of two things. One, they'll leave your team or your organization to go somewhere they can be appreciated. Or two, they will do the worst thing, which is they will settle in, they will moderate their zeal, they will collect their pay. They will be mediocre because that's what you're expecting. So they won't do anything more, they won't grow, they will just retire in place, and now you're stuck with them. So you have no choice but to set higher expectations. So here, let me give you 3 quick things, 3 quick ways you can do that. 1, check your expectations. What do you currently think about your team? How do you see them? And to be honest, you don't have to tell your team this. You just need to step back and think about this and be honest with yourself. Think about the last 2 or 3 projects they did or didn't do. How did they come through? What were the outcomes? How did you feel about that? Understand where you are currently. 2, begin to believe. I didn't want to mix metaphors here with a Morpheus reference, but come on. There's no bad time for a Morpheus reference. So begin to believe in them in spite of their past, because you can change them from a low performing team to a high performing team using this trick. So remember, okay, so you want to begin to believe, and finally, let them know you believe. Let them talk them up to themselves. Tell them your expectations. Tell them how you see them. Tell them that you believe in them. And over time, they'll begin to believe in themselves. Well, that's it for this edition. What I want you to do is grab the Ultimate Leadership Checklist. Also, check out the links below. And by the way, since you stayed all the way to the end, I'll let you in on a secret. I'm working on something really big that I can't tell you yet. But if you get the Ultimate Leadership Checklist, you'll be one of the first to know when it's ready. So again, I want you to become a high potential leader. And until next time, make today count.